Good morning from me and the crows. Welcome to the car park here in Hope, which is where I'm starting this little trek. First thing we've got to do is get from here up to the top of Win Hill. Quite a climb. I've never actually climbed up it from Hope, but I have dropped down it and I know how steep it is. So I'll probably not talk to you a lot on the way up. We'll just get up there and then I'll discuss more about what's going to happen as we get on the way. Let's go. Camera. See that bit. I think we're about there. This is going to be a workout with this lot. I should probably be in the t-shirt, it's nice and sunny. Right, let's get out of here. And there we have it, freshly painted by the looks of it. Win Hill. Have to excuse the wind if it's a bit blowy. Lady Bower down there in the distance. Hope you can see it because you're strapped to my chest at the minute. Derwent Edge along there. A few walks done over that. Bamford Edge that way. I'm not sure if you can see, but in the distance there's quite a lot of the paragliders, parasailers over that way. I'll get my camera out in a minute and we'll have some pop photos of them and the quarry down there. If we have a walk over to this side, oh, then I'm going to have to sit down, get this heavy rucksack off, probably have a quick sandwich. And my route for the rest of the day goes off this way. I think it goes up there. I'm on my lonesome, there's nobody else here, so I'm going to nip. I'll tell you what I haven't done yet, although I've done it before. Can't get up to a trigger and not touch it, can we? Hey up, somebody else on here, look. Hello. You all made it and all. Right, I'm going to nip over to this end, out of the way in case anybody else comes up. So just a quick look back to Win Hill, down over the Lady Bower, and I think we can kind of see the route from here. So we're going to follow this. We're going to go up at some point onto the Kinder Plateau and around to the trig point on Kinder, which will be somewhere over that direction. Round the back, I hope my hand's going a bit wavy. Round the back over all the over Rushup Edge, which must be somewhere around the back of that way. Then we do the Mam Tor Ridge walk to Lewes Hill, drop back down into Hope, which is behind here somewhere. Obviously somewhere that direction we're going to camp, hopefully between Kinder Plateau and Mam Tor, so somewhere around the Rushup Edge area, probably not on Rushup Edge, but wherever I find a spot really, somewhere near Lord's Seat maybe. Off we go. Right, so I'm just crossing over Wooler Knoll, and there's a geocache on my route, so I've just nipped off to find it, and there it is, hiding under that rock. Right, so I'm just walking along the side of the wood here, just crossed over Wooler Knoll. I'm on the way towards Hope Cross now, and then obviously up towards Kinder. Now I'm almost 4 miles in, so today we're hoping to do, I don't know, 15, 16. So I've got another 12 to go. It's 2 o'clock now. Even at 3 miles an hour, that's going to be 6 o'clock, which will be about right. Got an hour to spare, I think. I want to get to where I'm going to camp about 7 and get pitched up, chill out for a bit. With any luck, we'll have a decent sunset. It is quite cloudy, but it is patchy cloud, so we'll see how we go. Right, so we're just approaching Hope Cross. First time I've been past Hope Cross here. Got Sheffield written on this side. Hope. See that with the light, that's Edale. And again with the sunlight, coming at the wrong angle. That one says gloss up. And can I just say, the views from here are spectacular. The row of hills there, and you can see, I don't know if you can tell, the central one there, Mam Tor. You can just see the path going down to it, which comes this way to Lewes Hill. So from Hope Cross there, we've started the climb back up again. The sheep taking shelter from the sun and lambs. Upwards we climb. So we head off the path now and head up onto Crookstone out more. Right, time for the poles again, I think. Uphill. Two very lonesome trees here on Crookstone Outmore. Like this. Can't work out what it says. Crookstone that way. With it. Hope Cross. That's where I've just come from. Just about make out Lady Bower in the distance. Oh, it's a tough old climb. Again, Win Hill straight centre in the distance, and the path that I've taken with Lady Bower in the distance. What a lovely day. Excuse the panting. I'm climbing up to the top of Kinder. I'm a long way from the trig yet, but the Kinder Plateau, as they call it, I think I'm getting up there, slowly but surely. Still a long way to go, as you see. I've got some tricky climbing. Tricky with 14 kilograms on your back anyway. I think it's more than that, but I don't want to big myself up. So you can see Mam Tor over that away. I don't think I'm quite at the height of that yet. That's 400 odd metres. Kinder 600 odd metres. So I believe there's a bit of climbing to go yet. I'll have a look when we get to this little brow here. Heading towards that lonely little tree on the top there. Whew. Wow. Right, so I don't know if or when I'm going to run out of water. So I've got my Sawyer Mini. First time I've used it, and I've not exactly found a stream in full flow, but there is some water. So I'm going to try and find a place where it's dripping from and fill up. So I've probably found the slowest trickling water supply imaginable. I've probably been going about 2 minutes already. I'm not even a third full. Water's water, right? Oh no, I'm about half full actually, I can see it through the bag. So this holds 16 ounces. I don't know what the conversion rate is into litres. I'm sure I can Google that and get it on screen for you. But at least there'll be a bit more extra water in case we need it. Right, that took ages. Slowest trickling water ever. I've videoed it on my phone. But I've got a bag of water. I'm not going to filter it now. I'm going to put a sterilisation tablet in it. Let that settle for a bit and then we'll filter it out later. That took forever. Man, let's get on the way. I just can't help but admire the view from up here. That in the distance is Win Hill, where we were first off. This is Loose Hill. Back Tor, I keep saying it is, I think it's Back Tor. The ridge walk along to Mam Tor. Then we've got around Rushup Edge. And obviously around over to Kinder. So just a view of Grimsbrook Clough in the distance there. One of the best walks I've done, I think, went up Grimsbrook Clough. We did a walk around Kinder Downfall and we set off up there and really enjoyable climb up there. The weather that day wasn't so great, but you make of it what it is, don't you? It was rainy, it was horrible. There's a video on my channel, but really enjoyed that climb up there. I nearly did this walk starting in Edale and climbing up there and going that way round. I made the decision last minute kind of to start at Hope and do it the way I've done it. And there's Win Hill way in the distance now. There's a trig point up that way. I'm not sure how clear that'll be. Was tempted to divert off to that. A little bit off it, I think it's nearer there. But we're starting a bit later. I decided just to carry on this path and follow the route along here. So it's quite easy going at the minute along these flagstones. You always have to credit the people who put these in, and I know I think there were helicopter lifted in, so I'm told. How else would you get them up here? Yeah, the time and the effort gone to making these paths to look after the moors a bit. The credit to those involved. Happy days, right in the distance. I can see the trig point. I'm ready to get there. I'm going to have another sandwich when I get to that, I think. So I've just arrived at Noes Stall, N-O-E-S. And I believe there's a geocache around here, so I'm going to try and drag my sticks around, see if we can find it. At base of stall in crevice 5 feet up is the hint. Oh, that means I've got to get down here. I've got to climb back out of here as well. Great views from here again now, isn't it? It's just everywhere. The views. Fantastic. I can see a crevice here that looks like it might hide. Voila! I've got some trackables, some really good trackable as well. What a great place for geocache. Right, so I've just come from that direction and the main route actually goes off up that way. But we're going to go have a quick look at the scenery this way for a little detour up to the trig. My legs are saying don't bother, but I've got to do it. You can't not take in Kinder Trig Point while you're this close. So I'll just nip off up to the top. 633 metres of Kinder Scout, although I believe Kinder Scout is actually, the highest point is 636 metres, which seems very odd for the trig not to be right at the top. Ask me why it's not at the top. No, I don't know. So we'll head up here, get to the trig point, have a sandwich, have a take in of the views. I've never been at the trig up here. I've been up 3 times ever. Twice the other time I didn't come to the trig. And both times we were in the cloud. There's no low cloud today. So I've got to go up and have a look what the views are like. It's just come into view. It's been steady progress up from that cairn when I turned off the track. I'm at about 11.5 miles. Actually, sorry, Fitbit says 11.5, Strava says 12.5. I feel like it's 12.5, but we're finally here. The highest point of the walk, 633 metres of Kinder Knoll. So the bike is coming off, poles are going down. We'll go and touch the trig. We'll have a sandwich. I say we, I. That feels good to get that off the back. That weighs a ton. Right, let's do this trig point. Oh, I can move freely. It feels so good. Just got to leap over this now. Oh. Made it onto the Kinder, the top of Kinder. Let's have a look around. Like I say, it's quite flat on the top of Kinder, so you don't get the views into the valleys. But you can see for miles and miles. And I fell off the rock. I'm on a bit of a flight path as well. I think planes coming in and out of Manchester. I don't know what that is. I can hear a beeping. I don't think I'm going to go and investigate. I'm going to have a sandwich. Right, I've had my 10 minutes chilling here on top of Kinder. Time to get moving. It's nearly 5:30. I reckon I've got another hour and a half to walk in today, maybe 2 hours. Take my time about it. And then we'll find somewhere to pitch a tent. I can stick it up here, to be fair. Nice flat spots, but I'm not gonna. I need to do a bit more walking, I think. Let's go. Oh, my back. Alright, so we're dropping away from Kinder. Before we go up that way, you won't make it out on there, but I can just see the triggle point. This way goes down the path to Jacob's Ladder, back into Edale, but we're going straight on. Trig point number 3 of the day. It's now 6 o'clock, so quite a short walk round from Kinder Knoll really. As we come up on Brown Knoll. Could do with a coat of paint, couldn't it? Right, so I've arrived at my campsite. It's just gone 7 o'clock. It's a little bit breezy up here. Nothing to worry about. So what I've got to do in the morning is continue along Rushup Edge up to Mam Tor. I can just see the trig on top. I don't think I'll make it out. Follow the ridge, walk across to Loose Hill, and then drop down back into Hope. So hopefully in the morning we'll get some sunrise over this direction. And these are the views that I should be waking up to. Pretty impressive. I expect the sun's going to go down in a couple of hours, well sorry, yeah, an hour and a half over that direction. So I'm at Lord's Seat. That's where I'm going to pitch up. That is Lord's Seat. And I've just found a flat bit of grass here. It is a bit close to the track, but I don't suppose anyone's going to be passing now. I'm just going to sit about for a little while until I'm sure the coast is clear, and I'll put my tent up there. Campsite for the night, watching the sun go down. Don't think that's going to look very good on the camera, is it? Tent pitched. So the water that I collected earlier, I need it, my bladder's completely empty, so this is the first time I've used this. That seems pretty good to me. I need 300ml from the key. Oh, the tent's knocking me a little bit. And the rest going to my water bottle. This won't be a lot. To see me through the night and then tomorrow. I've not got far to go tomorrow. As I say, I've only got to get across the ridge walk. So this should get me back down into Hope. It says with Hope. I know you can't really see what I'm doing now, can you? But that's okay, I can just use it. So as long as I don't drink too much in the night. I've got almost half a litre there. I've not got far to go, so it shouldn't be too hot first thing in the morning, should it? So that's that sorted. That's the Sawyer Mini. That's what it says on the tin, I think. Actually, I've got too much. I can pour some of that back into my bladder. So that's handy. Right, let's make some tea. The noodles are a-brewing. Five minutes, I'll be ready to eat. Right, so I said earlier, I'm not sure if you can actually see me with the sunset behind me. Clearly, I mean. I think I said when I started the walk that I'd explain a bit more about what it was about as I went round. And I don't think, as of yet, I've really said much. In fact, I don't think I've been on camera much at all. Obviously, you've seen I'm doing the Edale Skyline walk. And I'm now 16-ish miles around it. Just leaving the Mam Tor ridge walk for tomorrow. So the whole purpose of this walk was really a training walk. Yeah, training exercise sort of in preparations for the coast to coast walk, which I'm going to be doing next month. So just over 3 weeks we'll be heading for St Bees and heading from the west coast to the east coast. Planning to do it in just over 12 days. Kind of 12 and a half days. I'm not saying 13 days because it's unlucky, isn't it, 13. But I'm going to arrive there on the Saturday. About 1:30 in the afternoon I'll arrive there. And I'm going to set off straight away pretty much and try and knock in 10 or 12 miles. Not get as far as Edale, which is most people's first day, but pitch up the tent somewhere in between Dent and Edale. So I'm really looking forward to that. The whole idea of today was to get a bit of a training walk in, walk with a heavy rucksack, get a wild camp in, because I'm hoping to wild camp a bit through the lakes on the coast to coast. Again, hoping for sort of weather like this so we can get up high and hopefully go to sleep and wake up to some decent views. So what have I learnt today? I've learnt that my rucksack's a bit too heavy, to be fair. I think I've got a good 15 kilos in there. It feels heavy. What I need to do, I suppose, is get on the scales at home, weigh myself with the rucksack on and take my weight off, and we'll find out exactly what it is, and I will do that and add it now. Bear in mind I've drunk most of my water now, so that's a lot of weight off. But I think my little luxury item is going to have to stay at home, and that's my drone. I really wanted to take my drone, but it's a bit pointless, I think. I just think it's too much weight to carry, and say the only times I'm really going to use it if I go there are up high on mountain tops, and then I've got to rely on there not being any wind and not being any rain. So I think it's a luxury I'm going to do without. That'll take a good 2 kilos off, so definitely going to have to do without that. And then just see if I can lighten the pack anymore. There's not much, I can't make it much lighter, I don't think. But I've got round today, I'm alright. Oh, my shoulders are aching a little bit, you know, but other than that I'm fine. Right, I've got the GoPro over there on one of them posts just there. I'm trying to do a bit of time lapse. I've never done it before. It's set up and going. GoPro just seems to be a bit glitchy at the minute. Last time I walked away from it seemed alright, so hopefully I'll get a bit of time lapse of this sun going down, which I will add in after this. And then I think after that it'll be time to retire to the tent. Been a beautiful day. Hopefully it'll be nice in the morning just to finish off. I think it should be. I should be back into Hope. I mean, it depends what time I set off from here. I don't want to be leaving much later than 7:30, I don't think. And that's after a bit of breakfast. I've got my breakfast with me. I'll get that going in the morning. So yeah, I should be back into Hope for 10 o'clock at the latest, I think. And then I'm going to go to the shop and get a nice refreshing drink in Hope. And then I'm going to go home and I'm going to have a long soak in the bath. Get these shoulders right again. Right, that's enough of me waffling for now. Coast to coast, 3 weeks time, really looking forward to it. I'll see you in a little while. Morning, 6 o'clock, and I'm already packed up ready to go. Look, tent's down. Fair to say it wasn't the best night's sleep I've ever had. About 4 AM it got really quite windy, flowing down the valley here, and obviously just catching me up here. So I've been up since 4, hence the reason I'm packed up and ready to go. I did plan on having my breakfast here, but again, with it being so windy, I don't think it's going to be much use for the stove, so I'm going to make my ways and probably have my breakfast when I get back to the van. Yeah, that'll be a couple of hours yet though. I've got a little cereal bar thingy to keep me going till then. It's a little bit cloudy at the minute, you can't see a lot, but it is supposed to clear I think by about 7, so hopefully by the time we get to Mam Tor it'll be a bit clearer. Packed up, no trace left. Spot on, let's go. A couple of lapwing out looking for the breakfast. Change on this, so I'm afraid I can't make a donation. Sorry to say. It's not very often you get Mam Tor trig point to yourself. Oh, excuse me. Stumbling. But it isn't even yet 7 o'clock, it's not even 20 to 7. It's only took me 30 minutes to get around here from the campsite. So I've made it. The final climb of the walk, top of Blues Hill. I've now just got to drop off down this way and get myself to Hope, which I think might be that little village down there that you can just about see. I'm not 100%, because as I scroll around, this is Win Hill where I started, and I came down this track here alongside these trees. Hope Cross somewhere down there, and I climbed up onto the Kinder Plateau. Down we go. I can't see the trig point on Kinder Low. I think it's just behind them rocks up there somewhere. And around the back where the clouds rolling over the hills there, Rushup Edge coming up. Lord Steep where I camped pretty much on top of there. And then of course Mam Tor Ridge Walk to here. And of course the viewpoint here on top of Blues Hill. Oh, right. So all that leaves me to do is say thank you for watching. It's been tough. There's too much weight in this rucksack, there really is. Look at it. Well, thankfully I've lost quite a lot of weight on it now with drinking most of the water, eating most of my food. But yeah, it's been a really good 2 days. Really windy last night, which didn't help. I was awake from 4. It's now 20 to 8, so I've done the ridge walk before 8 o'clock in the morning. Only seen one person along it. I think that's all I've got to say to you. Coast to coast coming up. Might be a while before I get the videos on YouTube of that, because they might take a while. It takes me a while to edit one video, never mind Well, one day of video, never mind 10 days. So thank you for watching. Thank you for those of you that have subscribed. I never initially did this to get subscribers, it was just to keep a record of my walks. But if I'm entertaining you lot, then great. Thank you for the likes, etc, etc. I'll see you on the coast to coast. I'm going that way. Goodbye.
Cheers.